welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name is Carletta, and here I speak on spirituality and self-awareness. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some indicators that it may be time for a spiritual cleanse. Signs that let us know it's time for a spiritual cleanse, okay? So many of these you probably already are aware of. Some of you may not be, but I said, hey, while I was doing a spiritual cleanse earlier today, this would be a good video to do. And speaking of which, let me go ahead and get my sage real quick. Hold on just a second. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. Nothing like doing a spiritual cleanse video and not having the spiritual cleanse. Okay. You gotta have the spiritual cleanse for the spiritual cleansing video. Okay. So one of the number one signs that you may need to do a spiritual cleanse is if you have headaches. Okay. Headaches is a clear indication that it may be some additional energies taking place up on top of your crown chakra that need to be released. So using some type of sage or Palo Santo to cleanse your energy field, taking a spiritual bath or a spiritual shower will help you to jump right back into your frequency and release whatever it is that's going on up there, the chaos that's taking place. So whenever you feel like, your head is just throbbing and you can't really pinpoint the reason why, it's not nothing that you ate, it's nothing that you did during your day, you're not really in a place of stress, it may just be that you picked up some energies and it's time for a spiritual cleanse. Now, another sign that can be a sign or indicator that it's time for a spiritual cleanse is negative thoughts. So if you find yourself being really negative, you're really pessimistic, your thoughts are just bringing you down, lowering your vibration, and it's hard for you to focus, it's hard for you to give your attention to whatever your goal is or whatever task is that you have at hand, that may be a good indication it's time for a spiritual cleanse. Usually when our mind is really negative, if it's not our shadow aspect that's rising up in us, it may be that we have picked up some energies or we're picking up on the energies that are around us. So that is an indication it may be time to do a spiritual cleanse. When you have a negative mind frame, your thoughts are chaotic and overactive. Now, the third sign that it may be time for a spiritual cleanse is if you feel heaviness. So if you feel like you're really weighed down, it feels like you just ran a marathon, you're fatigued, you're really tired, you may be a little bit more on the emotional side than usual, that could be a good indication that it's time for a spiritual cleanse as well. Sometimes we're picking up on the shifts that are taking place on the planet, and our bodies and our energetic bodies are being affected by all of this. But sometimes it's a matter of it's just being that time for a spiritual cleanse. Our body is in need of a refresh and a reboot. So that's a great way to get it started, by doing some type of saging or a spiritual shower, whatever your preference is. And the last thing that's maybe an indication of a need for a spiritual cleanse is lack of clarity. So if you find yourself at a place where you can't really stabilize yourself and figure out what direction you need to take in your life, you're just really confused and your thoughts are really muffled. It's hard for you to really hear so you can get guidance on your path. that may be an indication that it's time for a spiritual cleanse as well. And once you do your spiritual cleansing, you will feel much lighter. It'll feel like layers are being released from you. And afterwards, you'll be able to receive the information and the downloads that's necessary for you on your journey. So with that said, these are just a couple of indicators that let us know that it's time to do a spiritual cleanse. When it comes to spiritual cleansing, you know, it's really good to do at least one spiritual cleanse a day. If you're not doing some type of saging or Palo Santo, if you're at least hopping in, doing, you know, a spiritual shower or doing some type of water cleanse or something, just doing something, you know, because our energetic bodies pick up on the things that are going on around us, and it really just plays a huge role in what type of day we have, what our thoughts are like, and how we feel. So with that being said, I hope that you found this information useful today. I appreciate you all tuning in as always, and I will catch you in the next video.